What is up, OFP Nation? And welcome to Forex Focus, where we talk about all about mastering the art of trading with a strong mindset. And this week we are talking about, what are we talking about today, Andrea?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. As usual, we are really happy to have you all here. And today it's our ninth episode, and today we're talking about something a little bit different because in today's episode we're not going to talk about strongly about mindset in trading, but we're going to talk about something that is really important when we're trading, when you guys are trading in your trading journey, and that is that we're going to talk about continuous learning and why is it important and where can you get new information and how can you continue your learning in your trading strategies and your trading experience in general.
Yes. And technically, we are pre-recording this.
Yes.
Okay. We're not live like we normally are because you know what I'm saying? It's Labor Day in the United States and Raya needed a day off. Okay. Love y'all.
Important. But
But
we're
we are,
still here. But we're still
but we're still here. We're
yeah,
still here. We're still here.
somehow.
Um, yes. Yes, somehow. Well, Andrea, I am ready whenever you're ready, and we can kind of talk a little bit about this and you know.
Perfect. As usual, you know that I have some questions that I prepare for you so that you can answer them and give your thoughts and your opinions about this. So, shall we get started whenever
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
okay? So, the first question that I have for you today, talking about the importance of ongoing education in trading, what is the significance of continuous learning in the trading world?
The significance of continuous learning.
And why, how does
Yeah.
ongoing education contribute to a trader's success?
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about that. You know, in truth, when it comes to trading, Andrea, any of us can make money in the markets by just knowing the basics. You know what I'm saying? Basics, support, resistance, trend lines. Um, that is enough in itself, for somebody to figure out how to be profitable in trading. But I've learned, and not just myself, but a lot of traders, there are some who are like, I don't really need to learn more than what I already know. And they're very successful traders. But for many traders, they embrace the mindset of I'm always a student.
Mm-hmm.
And and the truth is, the world of trading is so vast. There's so much to kind of know um that goes deeper than the basics. I mean, I won't get into it, but kind of keeping that mindset of I'm always a student. I don't know everything. There's always room for me to grow, sharpen my skill set, master my craft. Keeping that mindset um, and continuing your education over the years can really help you to remain sharp, as a trader. And at the same time, in doing that, it will build your confidence, right? Think about it. If you increase your knowledge and your understanding, and at the same time, you're sharpening your skill set, then you're going to boost your confidence, and that will help your psychology. That will help your mindset. Hello, I understand things more deeply than what I did before. So now I'm even more confident in executing this trade, or I'm even more confident in taking my profits or cutting my losses. So it can really, continuing your education can really help you in becoming more precise in your trading. Maybe you're somebody who's used to having a 30% win ratio, but maybe taking some time to continue your education brings you to a point where now you're at a 60% win ratio. And there's only room to grow from there. So I think it's just really, it can be very instrumental in sharpening your skill set and your overall confidence.
Of course, to remain relevant or like consistent with like learning and maybe learning something that you didn't know before that can
Hmm.
make your trading even better. So
Definitely. I'm always a student. That's my motto.
nice. I like that. And so
Hmm.
like continuing with this, like about staying updated with market trends and like overall like maybe like some new information about trading and why is this important and why this could help you. What are the most effective ways to stay informed about market trends and news?
I think that really depends on what market you trade
Okay.
because every market is different.
Oh, right.
Like here we talk about Forex, right? Which stands for foreign exchange. That's when we're looking at money, right? On these. So that's the difference between the Mexican peso and the US dollar, or the US dollar and the European euro,
Yeah.
right? And if you know anything about the economy, you know that different things in the economy can affect the value of a country's currency,
Of course.
right?
Yes.
And so when you look at the markets, you can see how certain things are impacting the value of a currency, whether that currency is strong or whether that currency is weak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it depends. There are different things from market to market. Most Forex traders, I'm just going to be honest with you, and I myself included, we don't pay attention to fundamentals that much. Uh, Fundamentals means the economic news, you
Okay.
know, all
Yeah.
right? Because in the world of trading, you have both fundamental analysis and you have technical analysis. The fundamental is when you're paying attention to what's happening in the economy. You're
Mm-hmm.
watching the news, you're watching what's happening in the economy that is making price change. Um, Whereas technical is we just looking at the charts. We're
Like
not paying attention. We don't care what's happening in the world.
you just look at maybe like the number, like the
The
like the
structure,
value. Yeah.
price action. Um, Most traders don't really look at fundamentals deeply. We do look at them to an extent,
Mm-hmm.
but not as deep, um, in the Forex market. Um, but I would just say, there are definitely sites, there are communities, besides obviously just paying attention to what's happening in price action,
Uh-huh.
connecting within certain sites and communities that provide us with live updates of what's happening. So that, wow, we can see why we might be seeing, you know, price doing certain things that it does. Um, you know, so So yeah, I think just staying up to date, besides just watching price action, staying up to date, staying connected with certain communities or certain sites that provide us with live news updates, things like that.
Okay, so like making those sources of information like part of your daily routine, maybe to like
Yeah,
have the general information. Maybe the ideal thing would be like doing that deeply, like analyzing that deeply, but at least like maybe like having like an overall idea of what's going on, right?
definitely. I mean, for me personally, I always look at the week ahead, you know, um, at the end of every week, and I kind of take a look at what are some potential news releases that are coming out. Like next Friday's NFP, that happens once a month. And that tends to do a lot of things in the markets. So traders know, they know to be cautious when they trade when NFP happens. So, but definitely I'm always checking at least weekly. Some traders are checking every day just to kind of have a heads up.
Hmm. Keep that in mind, guys. Who is watching right now? Because
You
I think it's
should.
important.
You should. I mean, especially if you're a day trader, right? Because if you have a news release that's coming out at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, that can really impact how price is going to move. It could
Mm-hmm.
end up stopping you out of your trade.
Yeah.
So you just want to be mindful of those things.
Okay. And now that as we're talking about this, like, do you know or like do you recommend any like books, websites, or like online like courses, something like that for traders to stay to keep to stay informed or to keep this education?
Girl. Okay, well, for one, we were just talking about news, economic news, keeping up with market trends and different
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So, um, I know for me personally, it's always been Forex Factory, Forex Live, because
Okay.
there's actually like some news, like live up-to-date news and articles that you can kind of read and look into. Okay, we're seeing a drop in the US dollar and the Japanese yen. What's pushing price down right now? And you get to read into that event. Um, so those are two sites that I know a lot of traders look to kind of stay up to date with certain things, myself included. Um, Now as far as books, now where Forex Focus is all about mastering your mind,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm gonna tell you books that you can read.
Yes.
Everybody knows everybody knows Trading in the Zone. If you haven't heard of Trading in the Zone, have you been living under a rock? Is my question. Because every trader I know, that's like definitely in our top five books to read as a new trader.
Okay.
And
So like
that's a
for
book you
it can be.
it could be for anybody at any point.
Okay. All right. That's
But this is a book that I would read like multiple times.
so like a source
Uh,
of information or like something
that's a book.
like a
That's a
ref.
book to, yeah. Trading in the Zone. Let's see, The Disciplined Trader,
Mm-hmm.
Market Wizards. Now, if you are somebody, and by the way, we'll put this in the description below so that you guys can maybe check out those things. We'll put the names of them,
And
and
the
then you
links
can go,
maybe to like buy them.
yeah.
It can. It's like
Uh,
it
there are so many books, there are so many resources, to be completely honest with you. Um, but Trading in the Zone is a book that really helped me tremendously. Like when I read Trading in the Zone, I actually went through it twice,
mm-hmm.
and it helped me to really have a different attitude about trading. Um, and it helped me to be more profitable, because I had a different mindset. Um, Market Wizards is cool because you're more so kind of looking at different stories of successful traders and kind of gaining wisdom from them and how they found their success and different things like that. So if you're somebody who likes listening to like trader interviews or learning from other traders who are finding success, you might really enjoy the book Market Wizards.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, OFP, we have overviewforex.com,
Yes.
which is where there's a free trading course, online trading course over there. And there are a lot of tons of resources over there too, for traders. So if you haven't checked overviewforex.com, please do. I've definitely, there have been a handful of traders who have reached out to us and told us they got a lot of value from Overview Forex. And that for some of them, they were newbies and they learned, you know,
Yeah.
like basic things that helped them to see some profitability, y'all, profitability,
It's
that word,
complete.
that word.
Yeah.
So that now here is a site. When I first started, Baby Pips was a big one. I don't know if anybody goes there anymore, but for me, I really like urbanforex.com also.
Okay.
Yes. So, or Urban Forex is ran by this man named Naveen. He's been trading for over 20 years. And he's just really good at helping people understand price action and momentum in the markets. So if you're somebody who's at a point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to get beyond just trend lines or support and resistance, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Or indicators. If you're somebody who wants to really understand price action, you really want to understand momentum, if you really want to understand psychology of the markets, based off what everybody else is doing. Like, what is everyone else's psychology? Because understanding what everyone else is thinking in the markets can also help you to make your decisions when you're trading too. So I think Naveen is one of the masters in that. So, shout out to him and his team and what they do over at Urban Forex. Um, let me see.
Or maybe if you know and like a community or something like that to like maybe because you also
OFP.
oh
Oh,
I didn't want to say but I mean
OFP is one community.
uh,
And of
we have
course,
to chat on Discord, right? To
right. Our Discord community is a great place to connect with other traders, and we are connected there as well.
yeah,
And we're really looking forward to bringing even more content, even more value that will be extremely beneficial to traders as the time goes on. So definitely,
that's
uh,
the main goal.
that is the main goal. If you guys like podcast, which besides Forex Focus, I'm just kidding.
Because this should be your favorite trading podcast.
It should be.
Forex.
No,
No
don't
pressure.
worry. No pressure. Don't worry. We're gonna get even better. But
Yeah, we're really working hard on this because we want to bring really like a really cool podcast and most of all, like really valuable for anyone watching because
yes,
the main goal of this space.
absolutely.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So I'm not gonna say anything else.
All
Wait,
right.
I'm sure you guys know your favorite podcasts and favorite things to follow. I have mine. I also like, hey, I mean, I work for a prop firm, but I like following other prop firm content too. It
Which
just
which is fine, which is great.
it,
I think.
we're family. Hey, listen, it really doesn't matter if you're OFP or if you're, in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion. I'm being completely honest. It doesn't matter if you're OFP or if you're
Mm-hmm.
Top Step.
Top
You
step.
know, I love Top Step. I love them so much. Um, you know, we're all in the same industry. So, for me, there's nothing but love. I respect you if you're in this industry. It's just, I've got nothing but love and respect for you, you know? So that's kind of how I see it. Yes, we're competitors, but for me, I look at it as healthy competition and nothing but love.
It's yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
a really great way to see it because if you see them as like like enemies or something like that, I don't think
No.
it's a cool thing because like I don't know, like maybe toxic or something. And it's always cool to see what other people in the same industry are doing to like
Mhm.
maybe get inspired and like improve when with the things that you do at work.
Yes.
Yes. And
I know that.
lastly, like I wanted to ask you, like, how can traders like see or like evaluate the credibility of these online resources?
Honestly, I think it's just a matter of just doing the research, you know, on the source at hand and see what other people are saying about it. There are things in the world of trading that are just general. We just know that that's the truth. It's like there's really no checking that. But when it comes to, like, for example, prop firms,
Mm-hmm.
like how can we be certain that a prop firm is credible? How can we be certain that a prop firm can be trustworthy? You know, um, you just got to do your research. You have to see what other people are saying, join their Discord communities, build relationships with other traders in the community, build relationships with their team. Um, things like that. I think that's the best thing that you can do. Um, I don't think anybody's perfect. I don't think there's a such thing as perfection. But I think that in doing your research, you can find who's really trying to be sincere, even if they're not perfect, but who really is trying to do their best. to move in a way that's within the best interest of the traders who follow them.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Which I think it's really important because you
She's at a loss for
are the
words.
expert. Because I don't have anything else to say because I think you said
Yeah.
everything we needed to hear. And yeah, like I always say, you're the expert. And
No,
you
not.
have, like you have experience and you kind of know how this market works. So,
Yeah. This is so random, but I just gotta throw this in there. Earlier I was thinking about how when I first started working for OFP,
mm-hmm.
how people in the team were like, "Oh, Rhea, you're such a great trader. You're such a great trader."
You are.
And I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Yes, you
And
are.
I guess it's just because I look at people like Victoria Duke, aka Tori Trades. Love her content. Shout out to you, Tori girl. I'm gonna shout her out every chance I get. Um, she like I'm like I'm that girl. We're like 8 months into the year. She's made well over 100K, trading, and
She's
she's
like a
only
role
taken
model.
like, huh?
Is she like your role model or
I
something?
love her. I want to be like Tori when I grow up, and I think I'm older than her too, which is crazy. But but I
Right.
just, I it's like it's a great, I guess, sometimes we have limiting beliefs, right? We look at people, we compare ourselves, and we feel like this imposter syndrome, like, oh, they say I'm a great trader, but I'm not making 100K a year like Victoria Duke, so but maybe it's just all in my head. I
It's
gotta
like
believe in myself.
self-sabotage. You,
Self-side, yeah,
yeah.
I only, it's like I'm not,
Yeah,
you
but I
know,
think that's normal, it happens to all of us in anything we do, you know.
definitely,
The thing is,
definitely.
the important thing is that, like have it that you know that it's something that you tend to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can work on that and stop thinking that you're not a good trader because you are.
No, no. I mean, it's like I'm okay, but I can be better, you
Of
know.
course, there's always like room for improvement, but like not being too hard on yourself, I think it's important also.
That's true.
Because
That
if you
is so
are like,
true.
no, I don't know, just a personal opinion.
Yeah, no, that is so true. I guess it's just maybe I'm just trying to be humble
No, and it's like
and
fine.
modest. I'm not all that, y'all.
And it's
I
not
got a lot to
it's not
learn.
like about like saying, oh, I'm the best trader and nobody is
I will
better.
never say that. I don't even
No,
think
because that's
Tori,
also, like not a good thing to do or think.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't even think Tori does that, which I think is the reason why people love her so much. She's just like, eh.
Like self-centered.
Yeah, no, not at all. So definitely.
Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Rhea, for always
Thank
like,
you.
thank you. And with that, we say thank you for tuning in with us, guys.
Yes, and if you guys got any value from this at all, by the way, the books that we mentioned and some of the things that we mentioned are gonna be in the description of this video. So feel free to check those resources out. And come back, leave us comments. Let us know if you got anything from any of those resources, if they're helping you with your trading journey, especially some of those books, and kind of helping you develop your mindset and your winning attitude. We want to hear from you guys. We want to know how your journey is going and how you're evolving and how you're growing. And be sure to give us a like, give us a follow if you're not following. Make sure you share. Oh, and the notification bell is your friend whenever you want to get notified about us
The
going
bell.
live.
Hit the bell, please.
Hit the bell.
And lastly, remember to always stay sharp, keep a winning mindset, and remember that with Forex Focus, success is just one trade away.
One trade away.
One trade away. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you on the next episode.
See you next time.